fellow Ghanaians living home and abroad. Today is my birthday. I am in a very sad mood for Ghana. Comrades, breaking news. Ghana Police Commander Chief Osai Apim, and Chief Inspector Amwaku, together with the Assemblyman, Mr. Osai, in Comminuty 8 police station, is training and breeding armed robbers in my house, making the house totally uninhabitable. Having been born in the late 40s, I have never experienced anything like this throughout my years of living, staying, and working in more than 20 countries globally. I was almost killed on the 12th of January inside my house in Tema, AH1 Community 7 at 2 a.m. to the thugs and armed robbers being trained by the police officer, Commander Osei Apim at Comminuty 8 police station. Based on my own investigation, he and the assemblyman, along with the Tema municipal engineer Samuel Machi, were responsible for training these officers who unlawfully occupied my house. The police commander assembled around 40 of the trained thugs and the armed robbers to attack me at about 2 a.m. while they attempt to harm me, along with the 3 young men assisting me to clean and organize the house. The occupancy of the house by these thugs was in contention for years since I decided to get rid of them. I was untimely consulted by the police and Tema Development Corporation to obtain a demarcation and extension permit for the area, and also to get rid of the tree in front of the house which I planted years ago before most of them were born. A process that took me over 2 years, which is best known to the ineffective engineer. Once this was approved, I proceeded to tidy up the area, eliminating items that were bothersome, and finished installing my fence on the 11th of January 2025 to deter the thugs and armed robbers trained by the Comminuty 8 commander. Right after completing the fence that day, it was late, and let the workers from Accra stay overnight. Since we finished at that hour, planning to take them back in the morning. At dawn, around 2 a.m. on the 12th of January, the commander thugs came down on me and the men with me, intending to murder us. The boys subsequently yelled, "They are coming to kill us! They are coming to kill us!" over and over. I ran to the police station. When I arrived, I encountered just one smallish police officer at the station. Sadly, she was unable to accompany me to the location to apprehend these criminals. She opted to contact the police task force while I waited, and provided me with their number. So I proceeded to call to check on them, but they were unable to recognize the house promptly with the number I provided. I met them halfway, and when we got to my house, all the thugs had disappeared, and the work materials on site had been destroyed, including the newly installed fence. After informing the task force about the event that had transpired over the years, they bravely instructed me to deliver a substantial amount of money to the regional commander before the matter could be resolved promptly. The next morning, I visited the police station to give official statement, but they denied the individual accompanying me the opportunity to provide a statement about the incident that took place at the Community 8 police station. I contacted a lawyer from Tema to come and observe the scene that occurred at dawn. The matter was assigned to Chief Inspector Amwaku of the same Community 8 police station for investigation. I think the commander and the inspector were familiar with the talks, and I informed them to assist in the investigation regarding my suspicions. The next day, the investigator took me to the district police headquarters. Then I met ASP Bikpe, came along with us to come and inspect the damage at the house and make an appointment with me to come the following day to meet the Deputy Superintendent of Police of the district headquarters, DSP Force, and some 2 other officers. And the assemblyman came in, accompanied by some of his dogs, to have a meeting. The DSP ordered the Chief Inspector Amwaku to investigate the matter accordingly and bring the culprit to face the law. Owing to my poor health, I made a choice to depart and pursue my treatment because of the further injuries sustained that night. Since that day, I have been seeking an update of the case, but none has been able to offer a response to the point where the Deputy Superintendent of Police pretend not to know me, even remember me or the case at hand. Eventually, I sent people to check up with the case at the station, in person with DSP Force, but he informed them to tell me that they cannot take any action unless President Mahama assigns new DCE, as the situation has turned political and is managed by the Nana Addo's appointees in the area. Since then, the matter remains unresolved as the case is stagnant, leaving everyone afraid to remain in the house because one of the tenants I rented to was almost killed by dogs and was taken to Tema General Hospital, where I had to pay for the medical expenses years ago. So I reported the issue to immediate past IGP, but nothing was done. I am also bringing this up here because I realized that Ghana, the law are only for the poor, but not for the rich. So I am appealing to the new IGP to take up the case, or else I will end up suing the Ghana police in court.